1 in 10 people are dyslexic. In Jersey we have a population of roughly 100,000, which would mean that at least 10,000 people are dyslexic, maybe adults or children. I found out I was dyslexic probably about the age of 14 or 15, but I always remember being rubbish at reading and writing and spelling. I don't think I ever felt held back by my dyslexia, but there are certain things that I would just never consider doing. Luckily, I was quite good at maths and I was quite good at science, so something medical was always going to be where I chose to go. The help in Jersey for people who are dyslexic varies greatly. Businesses, depending on which firm you work for, depends on how much support you get, and if your firm is very pro-dyslexic, then you might have lots of support. If there's no one in your firm who is dyslexic and no one understands it, then you might struggle.
What's going with that pad size, Scott? I've been a chef now for 13 years. I've never really filled in a job application. I've always turned up on the door of a restaurant with chef whites under one arm and knives under the other, and can I take the job on? When do you know, can we do an interview? Can I not just start and show you what I can do? It's a different way of doing it. It's not like going for an office job or a bank job. You don't go through levels of interviews. It's more showing people what you can actually do and what you're capable of, you know. I wouldn't say it's held me back. When you hear people about reading books and, oh, this book's amazing, and it frustrates me that I couldn't pick up a book and, you know, like Lord of the Rings or the trilogies, and I wouldn't have a clue what had gone. Picking up a recipe book, I find it quite easy because I already know the methods of cooking things, so I only have to really get around the list of ingredients, and then I know instantly what to do.
Unfortunately, not everybody has their dyslexia detected, and those people tend to be quite disenchanted. Sometimes they might have low self-esteem, they might be quite frustrated. They probably will have struggled at school, and that will come out in different ways. Some of them may have been rowdy, unruly, they may have been kicked out of school. Other children might become quite sporty, and actually that might work to their advantage. Educating teachers is really important. Not all teachers know about dyslexia, and not all teachers think of it affecting children at an early age. There are some signs that you can pick up when people are in nursery school, for example. Most teachers just think about dyslexia when the children are already struggling and they're falling behind with their peers. What we want to do is make sure that they're identifying them early so that people don't get to that stage where they're starting to struggle.
I'm sometimes a little bit struggling in rewriting at school, and sometimes I don't really understand what the teacher's saying. I have 2 teachers in my class, and sometimes I have help with my maths, and sometimes I get help with my joined up writing.
Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
No, not really, but I'm thinking of, like, I want to be a lawyer or an artist or a teacher, but I don't really know yet.
It can make a massive difference if dyslexia is picked up at an early stage. We want people to be able to embrace their differences and work with things that make their life easier. We want them to unlock their potentials and make sure that they're doing jobs that suit them, which allow them to be creative and work within an atmosphere that they're happy with. My advice would be that they need to embrace their differences. They need to realise that their brain works in a different way, and they need to use that to their advantage to unlock their potential.